All right, guys, Sean here with the King's Courtyard Lawn Care Service. I have removed the this plate on my Exmark. It usually goes about right here, and I've removed it because I am planning on installing a kill switch, and hopefully you can see it, for my battery, because for some reason my battery keeps draining and I can't find out what it is right now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and install a kill switch, hopefully today, and just get rid of the drain itself, and then that way it won't drain my battery. So when I go to use my mower, I can use it, and then when I'm done with it, I'll cut it off and take the kill switch with me, the key with me, until the next time I have to use it. That way it'll preserve my battery a little bit longer, because on a new battery, I'll have to get I can get like maybe a couple of days off of it before I have to put it back on the charger. And by sitting basically the better part of the winter, and maybe a little bit before then, my battery died. Matter of fact, the last video that I had was when I was what was I doing? Oh, well, me and my wife were cutting that big yard, and the belt was actually the problem. It winded up, I want to say it was this one. One of these belts got underneath the actual pulley, so that's where that smoking was coming from. So I had to put it back on and try to make it work that way, which I'll probably have to get another belt, but it still works for now. But anyway, getting back to the point. So I went to O'Reilly's this morning, bought the kill switch, and what I think I want to do is I'm gonna take two cables. They didn't have the red cable like this one, which has these two posts on it, battery cables on it, like you see right there. These have two of those, so it'll be easy to hook it to the battery. So I bought two of these, and I'm going to hook it from the battery post, positive and negative. I'm not sure if I need both of them, but I'm going to hook it to both of them anyway, and then I will hook it directly to the battery. I just took this plate off to see where I could put it at, and I wanted to put it like right here, but if I put it right there, that's exactly where this all this is, so I don't want it to be involved with any of that, which I'm just realizing that it looks like these are two fuel filters that the guy said that he changed out, which he obviously didn't, because I haven't even used this mower that much. It's a bit of an older mower, so it's all good, but I do want to get that switched out when I do my next tune-up or whatever. But I digress again. And then also the next thing is my chute blocker does not work anymore. Not really sure why, and honestly I don't really care why right now, but I do want to look into it at some point. Everything looks good. Negative is on negative, and positive is on positive. So, and I think the fuse is good on it, so I'm not really sure what's going on. I don't feel like it's getting power though from here, because it's not like, I mean, nothing's happening. So, and let's see, I don't know if that, yeah, it's not getting power some kind of way. I'm not sure why, but don't think it's the battery. Again, the battery cables and the positive cable is on there tight, so I'm not really sure, and nothing looks like it's broke or anything like that. So again, tracing the wire, nothing looks cut. Nothing looks disturbed, and nothing looks ate up. But all of it looks pretty good to me. That part is a little exposed, but it's not damaged by any means. So I don't know where the problem is coming in at, but we'll figure it out. That's not today's thing anyway. So today we're gonna try to, like I say, I want to try to drill a hole into see, it's gonna probably go into the warning spot. So thinking right here somewhere. Probably put it somewhere right there. And I think I'll have enough space when I'm using it that it won't bother my leg. I hope I'm right about that. But if this works like I think it should, I may do the same thing to my Bradleys. And I don't know yet. I was thinking about moving some of this around anyway, just to make it make more sense. And especially like the PTO and all of that, and key switch. I don't know. I just thought about some things, like maybe drilling a hole here for the key, or maybe here. I don't know. Maybe drilling a hole here for so I can see down into the actual what do you call it, the gas tank. I don't know yet, but for sure I do know that I want this key switch in here somewhere. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna measure out what we need to cut into this piece of metal. And again, it might go here, probably go a little further down because I think it's more space down there. And we'll see. So let me get the measuring out and I'll show you the next step. All right, guys, back here in with the Exmark, and this is what I got so far. So I used my handy dandy grinder from Harbor Freight, Drill Masters from back in the day, y'all. Finally was able to get through at one side, and where'd it go? Got my hammer there and a chisel. It's not exactly the best method or the cleanest method or the best looking method, but it'll do. And yeah, we're gonna try to get that thing in there. I think I want it this way. Yeah. This is actually kind of like the way it's gonna be. And this is just like you're looking down. If you're sitting at the chair, you're looking down on it. So that's what you're looking at right there. So, and I also wanted to mention real quick, I didn't get a chance to talk about this, but over the fall and the ending of the season last year and the fall, and I actually purchased this suspension seat earlier last year. So in the spring of last year. This thing actually works pretty good. I'm actually very pleased with it. I used it the first time yesterday, and I didn't realize till I got off that I didn't feel all those humps and bumps that I normally would feel from the jarring of this mower. So I'm excited to use it a little bit more this year. So that's one of the reasons why I want to make sure I get everything you know, lined up and cleaned up like I want it, because I want to test this seat out a little bit more. Well, the suspension on it. Let's see. Now, this said, when I ordered it, that it was made for this mower, but I actually had to drill into the frame itself, and had to put those bolts in. No, I had to put the bolts in here, and I also had to put the bolts in here. I want to say they went in here fine, but they did not line up here at all. So I had to wind up drilling holes and making holes so that it could fit. And I know it's kind of hard to see, and you probably won't see it because of these big nice little washers that they had that came with it. two of them fit, which was these two, and then I had to use my own screws for those two and locking washers. But it's secure and it's nice and clean up there. I think these actually did work, but these were the ones that didn't work, if I'm correct. But it's a nice, comfortable seat, very padded. I think I got about, I paid $200, I think, for the seat from the same place where I got my other aerator, which is actually in the trailer right now. But the walk behind aerator, I got the seat from that same place. It's not too far, about an hour. It's about an hour, 15 minutes, I want to say, drive from my house. I picked up that seat and the aerator from there, but I got the aerator or the seat, I want to say beginning of this year too, just like this. And basically you just, if you want it firm, you turn it this way, more firm, and if you want it more soft, you turn it that way. That is by itself costs, I want to say, right around $100 or maybe 200 bucks. I can't remember now. Sorry about the prices. But if you go on eBay, you can find the make and model for your car. I mean, sorry, your mower, and you can get it to your specifications. And that, like I said, this is an older one, so it may not fit if you have an older Exmark, but I think it's worth it. And from the videos that I've seen, I think that everybody should have one of some kind. So, but anyway, I'm gonna get back to it. Again, I'm still working on this kill switch to this mower, and this will also help it be more theft proof. So when I leave it, you know, say if I leave it at the edge or something, or the corner, I won't have to worry about taking the key out. I can just take the kill switch key off, and whoever thinks they can come in and take it, well, they won't have a mower to take. So always thinking about ways to secure our mowers and stuff like that. So you guys tell me what you think, and we're gonna get back to it. All right, guys, after taking a break and coming back to it tons of times, we have successfully got our hole completely cut out. It's not straight, but I'm not worried about it because this top part is circular, so you won't catch a lot of that other stuff. I mean, I did overcut top and bottom, which is what you're gonna expect with a grinder, but it's okay. I'm thinking about going ahead and spray painting this while I have it off, and that way I can do what I need to do on that end. Have this nice and shiny and clean again. And here's the bulk of that metal piece that I cut off. So that's pretty much step one. Find your placement, which I've done. And then two, I'm gonna run my cables. Now I'm not exactly sure how to do this. I've seen this a couple of ways online, and I think I'm gonna go with the negative wire suggestion that I saw. So from my understanding, you take the negative wire, and the negative wire should run to the key switch, and then from the key switch you run your other lead back to, from the disconnect, you run your lead back to your negative, and that should kill your battery, from what I'm understanding. Some people do positive, some people do negative. I've been seeing more negative than positive, so I think I'm gonna stick with the negative wire. And if you guys know more about this, you let me know. But as of right now, we got a hole drilled, and key switch is looking pretty decent. Again, I'll probably go ahead and spray paint this and get it where I want it to be at, and we'll go from there. So you guys stay tuned. Okay guys, real quick, what I decided to do is I cut one of the ends of the wire off, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to cut this wire off the battery, the negative terminal, and strip it the same way. And then I'm going to you can see, I'm going to solder it together. And then I don't have any wrap or anything like that, so I'm gonna use electrical tape and make sure I tape it real good, probably heat it in there together. This wire is gonna go to one end of the dead switch on the back side of there, and then I have another wire that's gonna go on the opposite side, and it's gonna return back to this switch. So that way I'll still be grounded, and it's gonna come back here to that switch. Well, this cable will come back to that switch, and that should keep it on and off, cut it on and off, and then it should still keep it grounded. So yeah, stay tuned guys. Let's see how we can get it in here, and hopefully I believe that should do it. Right now I got my soldering iron just heating up, and I think I'm smelling it already. Wow. So just getting ready. I'm gonna put a piece of cardboard or something underneath it so I won't spill it all everywhere when it does finally start to melt and whatnot. All right guys, I only got two hands, so I can't show this on camera unfortunately again, but again I'll show you guys the following result after I get that one cut and get it put into place. All right, stay tuned. All right guys, Sean here with the King's Courtyard Lawn Care Service. Right now my garage is a mess, as always. I've got a few things to take out of here, but nonetheless, dryer stopped working on me, so we bought a new one. I got to take that to the scrap yard, got to clean up all of that. Some stuff in here has got to go, and I'm going to clean up in front of all of this, move some of this stuff around so it makes more sense. But yeah, today's topic again is my Exmark Lazer Z HP, and the topic today is still the kill switch. So I actually did get the kill switch installed, as you guys can see right here. I spray painted this black, and I don't know if you can see, but I put my sticker on it. But I spray painted this black. I think it looks good. Right now the kill switch is off, and basically you can try to crank it. Nothing happens because there's a disconnect. And when I turn it on, which gives it circuit, now it's on. Now I can crank it. So the way I wired it, and I apologize for not showing you guys a full install, but the way I wired it, oh, let me close that up. And I still don't know what's going on with my chute blocker just yet. I got to figure that out, but that's not too important right now, because push comes to shove, I can just pull it up and you know, do it that way. But the way I wired it, this is the ground to the engine, or maybe to the frame, I don't know. But I basically took the wire off there, bought another wire, added that wire, wired it to the switch, negative to negative, took another negative wire that I bought from the hardware store, and on the other side, installed it on there, and then put it to the negative wire, if you can see that. I'm sorry if it's too far away. So it's two different wires that you have to buy, well, that I bought. So most of the videos that I've seen on how to install this thing, they did not show how to do it correct. Like, they were just talking about, oh, I did this wire here, and the camera be everywhere. So you're taking your ground wire, right? This is your ground, the original ground. You're gonna take your ground wire, and then you're gonna have to either connect it to another wire, depending on where you put it at. If I would have put it like right here, then I wouldn't have needed it. But since I'm putting it up here for easy access, I grounded it, I think, to this side, and then I turned around, or top or bottom, can't remember right now. But I put it on one terminal, and then the other terminal I put the other new wire on, and that's the one that's coming to the battery, if that makes sense. So I saw some people do it with the positive, but I see more people do it with the negative. So that's why I went with the negative. And basically what happened is there's some kind of drain on my battery when the mower's on, or when you just have it directly connected. There's a drain on the battery. So what the kill switch allows is for all power to be cut off. So nothing will work at all. Nothing will work with it off. And like I said, right now I believe I just cut it back on, but nothing will, like right now, the drain probably happening right now, but cutting it off like that. And I can also take the key out, take it with me, put a key ring on it, and you know, put it on a keychain if I decide to do that, or I can leave it in like that. And so when this thing is out like that, I can just take that key off, and I'm supposed to be able to put that in some kind of way, but whatever. So yeah, I wasn't too concerned about the design here, or how bad it looked here, because it's an old mower. I'm not trying to keep it. I mean, it's not a pretty mower. It's got some spots on it. It's rusted out, different things like that. But yeah, I'm just wanting it to basically preserve itself so I can keep using it. So yeah, not bad. I like it, and hopefully I'll be able to use it a little bit more. For some of you guys that might have seen some of my previous videos, this will probably be my next project right here. I actually have this bungee cabled. My deck is actually bungee cabled right now because this part right here, a screw came out. So at some point I want to drop the deck and fix that. And right now I can't tell. I can't really remember where. I think it came off like back here somewhere. Yeah, if you can see that moving. You see that little arm right there moving? Yeah, it's not supposed to be moving. So, and what I might do is go ahead. See this arm right here? That's not moving at all. This arm is basically holding up this side of the deck. The other side is holding up the other one. And what I might wind up doing is replacing both of the screws at the same time. That way I won't even have to worry about it. I had to buy new bolts for this because these were rusted out. This one actually broke off in there, so I couldn't even replace that one. But I had to buy new screws because it was all rusted out. A lot of the screws are rusted on this mower. And again, this is a 2004 model, I believe. 2004, 2005 model. So it's old. I'm not looking for it to be perfect. I bought it used, and I knew buying it used what it would mean. It was gonna have some problems. And I sunk a couple of hundred, or might have been a couple of $100 in it when I first bought it. I had to buy tires, and you guys saw it. I had to buy a few things to get it right in the shop and stuff, but it still cuts amazing, even with the bungee cables and everything. So, but I want to get that fixed before I start using it again. So hopefully I can do that, and hopefully we can have it out a little bit more on the road or on the yards. And let's see, it's only got 821 hours on it, which isn't bad. And I don't know if the hour meter's broken or not. I have to test that out. But it's not a bad engine, not a bad mower at all. The Kohler works great, and all that good stuff. So yeah, I mean, pretty sturdy mower too. I mean, I like it. Like I say, I've added the suspension seat on it. Well, I added a new seat, and then I added the suspension part, which was about another, I want to say $200. I can't remember right now, but that makes a huge difference right there. This thing is so big and bulky. I like it. It's so heavy, and I can't get both of the big mowers in my trailer, so I am looking at a few different options for next year or this year to see if I can get a different setup going as far as truck and trailer situation. But we'll see when that time comes. But yeah, and part of the reason why my garage is kind of messed up is because I redid my laundry room over the winter. So sorry, there's a fly or something flying around in here. Seems like it's too early for them. It's only February the 9th, so I don't know. But anyway, I need to get in here and try to straighten out my garage and try to put some stuff in order and, and that kind of thing. So let me get to that, and we'll kind of see what we can do. I do want to do a 2023 lawn care setup video, but I don't know when I'll have the time to do it. There's a lot of stuff to get done already as it is. So maybe I'll have a chance later on, or maybe next week. I don't know. We'll see. Try to get the setup video going, and I really kind of wanted to clean up my mower some, but I don't even know if that's gonna happen, to be honest. So, but you guys stay tuned, and hopefully we'll have something for you. All right, quality lawn care, fit for a king.